I have tremendous respect for anyone that says no to fun, social, or otherwise activities to pursue their business goals. Because in reality, that is a requirement for you to get to where you need to go within a time frame you're actually looking to do it in. Let's be honest, for most people, that is the truth. And if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get to where you want to be. Sorry, harsh truth, but it's true. That being said, it is very important to understand the why to the reason you are doing things, especially starting a business or something of that nature. For me, at least, was very much to look after my family, to enjoy my time in a way that I had freedom over when I could work and where I could work, and spend the time with the people I want to be doing the things I want to do. And there's a fine balance here. I mean, I've been trying to do this for quite a long time. Like, I've just turned 30 this year and I've never had a corporate job, or rather I've never had a real job after my placement years in corporate when I was 19. So I've really been trying entrepreneurship the entire time. And in the last year or so, I've really had this moment click. That to sacrifice the reason you started this in the first place to achieve it is kind of dumb. And so I've now moved around the other side of the world to Australia, and my family, I'm English, I'm British, my family are here in England. And so when we have things booked in to spend time with the family, unfortunately I have to go out of my way to come back to be here to do this. You know, if I only get to see my family twice a year, I need to take the time to do that, because that's the reason I started doing this in the first place. And a prime example, my best friend lives in America. We rarely see each other, and he's just come back, and it was coincidentally we actually got to cross over for one day, which was incredible. And it looks like we're going to cross over potentially for another day again, and he's behind on work. And I think in 3 months' time he's not going to remember the single day that he spent doing this within his company. It's just not going to be true. I don't think. I could be completely wrong. Whereas I think he will remember the time that we spent together, because we'll only have seen each other probably twice this year. And so adding in 50% more time for a day you otherwise wouldn't remember and isn't really going to move the needle that much, I don't think is worth it anymore. Trying to enjoy that why along the way, any opportunity you can, that's important to do. As long as it doesn't take away from your end goal, if that means so much to you. And I think this is interesting. So I hire and speak to a lot of salespeople, right? And typically what I see is most people get stuck at about $4,000 a month, because once it's specifically in high ticket sales, once you reach a certain amount of skill, you can earn $4,000 a month and only work 20 hours a week. And you can work from wherever you want in the world. And for most people, that trade-off of earning what most people do working full-time, so a full livable life, but you actually get most of your time back, is the optimum trade. And most people I speak to who end up in that position say they want 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month. But the reality is, once they hit that, they reach this peak lifestyle that they're like, it's not worth pushing any harder. And I kind of get it. Like, I think if your dream is like your average Australian, which is spend time outdoors with your family doing the things that you love, you can do that on so little money that there's no point chasing after the millions, because you're already there, you've won. Right? And so when the opportunities come, take them. And I remember I was with my best friend and we were both playing a video game that we used to play, World of Warcraft. We were massive addicts. And I think we were, 25 or 26, and his fiancée at the time came out and she was like, "You are two of the smartest people I know, and yet you're sat here wasting your time on video games and you could be out there making millions." And we looked at each other and we said, "You don't get it. Once we've made our millions, this is what we'll be doing. So that we can hang out together, so that we can do this." And this really ties into that moment. So I love you, B. Make time to come and see me, though. Alright, just while we have the opportunity. At least if you're not going to fly all the way out to Australia. Lots of love, guys. Peace.